In this video, we're going to be talking about the differences between the Moto G Power 2026 versus the Moto G Power 2025. What has changed exactly? And the answer is not much has changed, and we're going to be going over that in this video, so let's go ahead and get started. So the Moto G Power 2025 was released on January 14th, 2025, and the Moto G Power 2026 was released in December of 2025. Both devices are 208 grams, and both devices have a glass front and a silicone polymer back. That's essentially eco leather, or if you guys want to call it pleather. So very, very nice backs. I guess this one's a little bit different. This one has a textured back, but the new thing that we get on the Moto G Power 2026 compared to the 2025 is we get Gorilla Glass 7i compared to Gorilla Glass 5 that we got on the 2025 edition. So we do get a little bit of an upgrade when it comes to the build quality of the display. Both devices have the same eSIM compatibility. Also, both devices have the same military standard 810H compliance and IP68/IP69 water and dust resistance. But we do get a new Gorilla Glass 7i display. Next up, as far as that display goes, both devices have the IPS LCD 120Hz refresh rate. Both are 1000 nits brightness. Both are about an 87% screen to body ratio. Both are 6.8-inch displays, and both have a pixel density of about 385. The Moto G Power 2026 actually does have a 387 ppi on this device, so this is a tiny bit better, not that it's even noticeable, but we essentially have the same resolution still. We have 1080 by 2388, same displays, don't really notice anything. Now, as far as our software, of course, the Moto G Power 2026 was released with Android 16, and the Moto G Power 2025 was released with Android 15. Both devices, however, still do have only 2 years of operating system updates and 3 years of security patches. And the biggest thing overall, honestly, that I thought was going to get upgraded in the Moto G Power 2026 has to be the processor. We have the same processor as last year, and honestly, I feel like it's severely underpowered for this price tag at $299. We have the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 in here. Especially comparing this device to the Pixel 9a, a lot of people are getting that device for around $300 all day, and that has a much better processor than the MediaTek Dimensity 6300. So I really am kind of confused why they put the same processor inside of the 2026 variant. Honestly, kind of disappointed about that. The Moto G Power 2026 also carries over the microSD card support on here, so if you guys want to expand your storage, that is still available in here just like it was available in the 2025 edition. Both devices have 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. And also for the rear-facing camera, both devices have exactly the same camera for the rear-facing camera setup. We have a 50 megapixel wide-angle f.8 aperture camera on the back, and our secondary camera is going to be an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera. Kind of weird how we still have the same main camera setup, but if we go over to the selfie camera is actually a 32 megapixel wide-angle camera instead of last year's 16 megapixel wide-angle camera. So we get double the megapixels, and we're going to see how that varies in real life, and we're going to go ahead and show you some photos to see how they look. The last few things on this device, both devices have stereo speakers, and thankfully both devices have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Great to see that here. The speaker, essentially the same speaker that we had in last year's 2025 variant. We also have a 5200 milliamp battery inside of here, instead of a 5000 milliamp battery that we got inside of the 2025 variant. However, they dropped wireless charging on this device, so no wireless charging compatibility in here. I know a lot of people online in different forums were saying that the spec sheet said this does have wireless charging, but it does not, and I checked it out. Sadly, that is not there. So no wireless charging. We do still have, though, the same 30-watt wired charging on here. We also have the same fingerprint sensor that's on our power button as last year, but we do have some new colors on this device. So those are the biggest takeaways, the biggest differences between this device and last year's device is we have Gorilla Glass 7i instead of Gorilla Glass 5. We also have a 32 megapixel selfie camera instead of 16. And last but not least, we have 200 more milliamps inside this battery compared to last year's 5,000 milliamp battery. Also, we dropped wireless charging on this device. So Overall, not too much of an upgrade with this device. If you guys do have the 2025 variant of the Moto G Power, I would absolutely not upgrade.